I don't whisper, don't hint, don't talk in code. I say shit plain so it lands full blown. You been running your mouth like teeth ain't loose, like mouths don't get shut when they talk like you. I don't need a reason, don't need a crowd. I've been handling my own since before you got loud. You mistake my calm for a lack of spine. That's how dumb motherfuckers run out of time. I don't flex, don't threaten, don't posture for show. I just make shit real when you talk too bold. You keep my name rolling like it's yours to you. Say it again, you gon' learn something new. I'm right here now. Say it again. Run that mouth. See how it ends. Say my name. Feel that down. Keep my name out your motherfucking mouth. I ain't civilized, I'm just disciplined. There's a fucking difference, don't mix them in. I've been broke, been bent, been past that edge. I don't scare worth a shit or what happens next. You talk slick, cause you never been checked. Never felt consequence, breathe down your neck. I don't need to swing first to shut shit down. I just stand there solid till your courage runs out. You think this shit a game cause you never lost. Never paid in blood, never felt that cost. I don't chase revenge, I don't run my mouth, but I will end disrespect. Starting right now, I'm standing here facing you, we toe to toe. Come on, say it now, bitch, show me you bold. Running your mouth, watch you get put down. Keep my name out your motherfucking mouth, yeah. I ain't tough on paper, I'm worse in the flesh. I don't need a story, I don't need respect. I've been into talks, they went too far. I don't brag, I just leave the scar. You confuse me for men who talk then fold. I'm the type that gets quiet when the air goes cold. I don't lose my temper, I lose my doubt. And somebody always pays when my name come out. I ain't saving face, I ain't playing fair, I ain't giving grace, cause I don't fucking care. This ain't anger, this is how I feel. You talk that shit, you wear that guilt. This ain't a threat, it's a fucking fact. You speak on me, I react. No speeches, no peace, no second round. Keep my name out your motherfucking mouth. Yeah, out your motherfucking mouth. Yeah.
I'm lighting up the gossip line, pouring gas on every flame.
They whisper in the shadows, but they all know my name. I ain't here to play it sweet, I'm here to make it burn. If truth's a loaded weapon, then it's my damn turn. They say I'm trouble, baby, maybe that's true, but I don't fake halos like some people do. I wanna stir the pot, stir that shit up slow, make the devil blush, watch her lose control. She's strutting in lace, acting like she's pure gold, but the devil ain't got a soul. Yeah, she hides her sins where the light don't go. The devil ain't got a soul. She's smiling in the mirror, thinking no one sees, but karma's got her number and it's calling on repeat. She'll preach about forgiveness, then stab you in the back. But I'm the kind of woman who don't fall for that act. They say I'm reckless, maybe that's fair, but I'd rather be real than pretend to care. I wanna stir the pot, stir that shit up slow, make the devil blush, watch her lose control. She's strutting in lace, acting like she's pure gold, but the devil ain't got a soul. Yeah, she hides her sins where the light don't go. The devil ain't got a soul. She's got perfume lies and a sugar smile, but her halo's rusted, been fake a while. I'll call her out, let the truth unfold. Ain't no saint in silk, just a heart gone cold. I wanna stir the pot, stir that shit up slow, make the devil blush, watch her lose control. She's strutting in lace, acting like she's pure gold, but the devil ain't got a soul. Yeah, she hides her sins where the light don't go. The devil ain't got a soul. So pour another shot, let the rumors flow. I'll dance with the fire, steal the whole damn show. Truth cuts deep, but I let it glow, 'cause the devil ain't got a soul.
What's going on out here, everybody? What the hell is going on YouTube? I guess I've been the main attraction, everybody. Come on in and hit that like button. We're not going to be here for a long time. We're just going to be here for a good time. Okay, make sure you hit the like button. Share so I can make all the money, honey. Okay, my name is LadyK, other name known as Norma, they say. Lord Jesus, did you see that shit? Lord, and thank you to the subscribers that we knew what we were doing with the mock Orlando freaking video. Come on. Y'all heard the beginning of that, right? They're like, well, I got told was you guys, I guess that the other team over there, since they want to, break everybody apart, the other side over there doesn't know what a good old troll is, but it's okay for them to troll me. I think that someone's getting trolled, honey. I think someone was getting trolled, and that shit was funny as hell. So what did I do? I played right into that shit, right? And it was fun. People knew. People knew. Are you stupid or just plain dumb? Or both? I mean, both can be true at the same time. So they're like, Toddy didn't threaten you. Okay. Here we go. Make sure you can see this. Okay. Here you go. This is my short.
You're found, LadyK. How's that feel? I want you to
I was found? Oh, poor Norma.
feel it for 3 months. I think I want your family to feel what you've done to people for 3 months. Maybe.
Did you just say you want my family to feel? For what 3 months? You're about as dumb as they come, but this isn't about you, Toddy. I'm just playing your words. Then I'm going to show you who Norma is. And then, to me, if you don't have 50 or 60,000 subscribers and you say my name out your motherfucking mouth, I ain't acknowledging your poo butt looking ass. Okay, because the law is going to handle everything. The law is going to handle everything they need. What do you think I've been doing the last 4 days, sugar britches? Damn, it sucks to get clips of threatening people and harassing people. Son of a bitch. Okay? I'm going to play your name right here. I'm going to play your words out of your mouth, and then we're going to introduce you to Norma. Poor lady and her family has been put out here. But let me tell you something, ma'am. I believe that you were trolled. I have inside information. You have a mole in your camp. You better watch it.
Your whole family should know what you've done. I want your family to feel what you've done to people for 3 months. Maybe, I think I want your family to feel what you've done to people for 3 months. Nick, for 3 months. I think I want your family to feel what you've done to people for 3 months. Maybe. Hold up, for 3 months. I think I want your family to feel what you've done to people for 3 months. Maybe. I want to address. I am traveling a little bit. I'm going to head towards the Bradenton, Florida area. For those that don't know, and there's a few things that I want to say. So right away, I want to say you cannot incite people with your big guns. I'm talking to you, Lady K. And then when they do things and get into my church, that's a hate crime. And some of these people have been found out to find that there's an affiliation to guess who? Ghosts. Some of the people are ghosts. I can't give out that information of who that is, but I can say that they have enough problems. They don't need this. And I guarantee you, when things hit them, they're going to turn on you. Because that's the way it is. But you can't, because we get close. We get close to finding out who you are, Lady K.
So this chick been traveling a lot around the world to try to find out who people are for what? For what? That's not stalkerish behavior, maybe. I don't know. I'm asking for a few friends and an attorney. I don't know.
That you can turn around and then do a video. Don't talk about content creators anymore. The damage is done. The damage is done. And there's been hate crime because of it. Because when you start disrupting church, that's what it is. And you're a big gun.
Church, you're replaying a church service. All right, catch me over there in your little chat during church service. Catch me in your chat saying anything negative about you. I don't chat. I chat to very few, and that's it. That's all. Sorry, wrong person.
This came into my church. And why'd that happen again? Oh, because I stood up for Kathy the same way I stood up.
You stood up for a lady whenever she talked about a man's penis, and you expected me to take a side. Well, I can't defend women that take and talk about man's penises because that's disgusting to me. So no, you say it a whole bunch. Well, I took up for Kathy and she didn't. You took up for somebody that was talking about a man's penis, lady. I didn't want nothing to do with that. You got mad.
Dipshidiot. Tomorrow. The word.
They sure will. They sure will. Hey, evil ghost, good to see you. Good to see you. Okay. I'm like, you cannot make this shit up. You cannot make all this shit up. I can go on and 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 on with the clips. Okay. But I don't want to. I'm here to show you that there is a real Norma. There is a real Norma. I even screen recorded how they allegedly thought. I don't do Facebook. Everyone knows that. I had a little Lady K thing. I got my channel taken down because I cuss too much over here on YouTube when I dual stream. Don't give a shit. I do not do Facebook. I don't. Normally, Norma or whatever her name was over there on Facebook made a comment underneath someone's post and they just assumed it was me. She doesn't live in Illinois. She doesn't live in Florida. She lives somewhere else. And to say that I've never lived in Chicago, I'm not from Chicago. My lovely subscribers on members only, if you're on a certain tier of subscriber, you get to go with me to my family's home in Chicago. You've been there for over a year. So I'm sorry, but your information that you've put out about me, you have now stolen from another lady's life. That not only stolen from her, but this woman has had brain cancer twice with scars to prove it. That's why she doesn't have any hair. That's why her skin tone may be off from chemotherapy. She is a better motherfucker than I'll ever be by surviving cancer twice, a brain cancer twice with the scar on the side of her head to show it. That's some vile shit in my book. But hey, if you guys want to keep encouraging that behavior, carry on. I don't have the scars that Norma does to prove who she is. Okay, I didn't go through anything like that in my life. Because she made a comment on somebody's post on Facebook that just says she's me. That's kind of fucking weird, don't you think? So, and let me tell you right now, this what I'm about to show you is as real and raw footage as you can get with me. This was early in the morning, no makeup. Oh, when they say I wear a wig too, let me tell you, honey, if I'm going to wear a wig, I'm going to choose a freaking awesome banging wig. Okay? They say I wear a wig. And they also say the lives that I've cammed up, like rolling in my car with my husband and the Everglades and all of the previous, my Halloween video that I did whenever I was on camera, I used a filter that reconstructs my face. I'd like to know that filter, bitch. Because if there was such one, I'm going to suggest you to use it. It's awful sweet coming from somebody that's never been on camera. Do I need to say your name? You've never been on camera. One of you haven't. Why not? What do you look like? Should we start digging deep to find out that person? Just saying. So here we are together. This is pre-recorded because isn't that how Toddy does it? Isn't that how she does all her videos? We're gonna pre-record it until they think they got me when I trolled their ass. Then they gotta jump, they got a knee-jerk laugh. I was like, you fell for it. I love this for you. I love this for you. So me and Norma, I tracked down Norma. I tracked down Norma for different reasons, and I'll tell you why. One, I was like, oh shit, like they're saying I'm you. Will you please protect your family? Because it would be a damn shame if some Lulu bin went out and attacked or harassed or hurt some innocent family because they thought it was me. You never know who's listening to your videos and what state of mind they're in. They're out here going to protect the people and they go hurt an innocent family. So I contacted her to make sure that she knew what was taking place, and she did. And to protect herself and how to protect herself. Not everybody knows that you need to lock down social medias, prepare your family. Mine had been prepared and stuff had been turned over to the proper people that it needed to be turned over to, even though they doxed the wrong person. And I knew that from jump because, see, I'm not Norma, but it was still handed over to because you cannot say you need to. I think her family should feel what I felt to an elderly woman. That is my family. My first line of family is my mother. And the sad thing about it is, everybody, Norma lost her mom in 1996. Her mother has been deceased. 1996, she lost her mother. Because Larry Woods, it was a troll move. My real subscribers that I've carried a long time, knew exactly what I was doing, dipshit. I'm sorry you're not good at this, man. Not my problem. Wildfire, it was a troll move. You must be new to the game here, right? Must be new. Because I can do whatever I want, Wildflower. And if you don't like it, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. And she took the bait. It's not my problem. Y'all took the bait. My subscribers knew what I was doing. But you all took the bait. Okay, I've been on. Never mind. I don't need to explain that to stupid people. Wildflowers, you're stupid. Bye. Why is it okay for them to put up an innocent family that's saying it's me? Why is that okay? And I can't troll back. Why is that okay? Listen, why is it okay for them to put up a family that had no idea what was coming their way? I put myself out here to be reviewed. I put myself out here on a public stage to be looked at, reviewed, doxxed, all of the things. Why do you guys find it okay? Not my people in my chat and the people that knew what was going on, but why is everyone supporting what was done here? Because if you guys look back, I have a clip, we'll show it, that Kathy put up Elizabeth's whole information off her Facebook page weeks before I showed a message from Kathy to somebody else on Facebook. Do you guys remember that? You guys aren't real good at investigating. Not my group of people, the people that are ear hustling, that are watching from the bushes. But let's go ahead and play this. Now I'll make you sit here a little bit. It's not my fault she doesn't know. It's not my fault she didn't catch on. Not my fault. So you can't get much more wilder than this here, more raw footage than this. I'm leaving it up here. Let me make it big screen so everybody can see it. Make sure you take all the screenshots you want of me early in the morning with my hair up, glasses on. Okay, make sure you screenshot this shit. Come on, trolls, do your fucking job. Okay, here we go.
It's whoever, just let me know when you want to get.
Is your family upset?
No.
There is Norma. Okay, I asked her if her family was upset. Okay, that's me early in the fucking morning. No makeup, no nothing, no wig. Ha ha ha. They said I wear a wig. Look at all those different colors in my hair. I fucking need a hair job. I need fucking some. Can everybody please be pass it around that? Old Lady K needs her hair done. I have got 2 or 3. I color my hair dark color, light color, sun bleached hair. It doesn't matter to me. I'm 50 fucking 1. I do what I want. And let me tell you who I don't answer to, you dumb motherfucker. I run this shit on my page. I run my motherfucking shit any way I want to, and I'll be damned if I answer to you when you think I should. I don't fucking report to nobody. If you ain't got 50 or 60,000 goddamn subscribers on your YouTube channel, you are a fucking bottom feeder to me. Fuck off. Now, if you have 50 or 60,000 subscribers, say my name, drop my link. But if you have 2 or 3 or 5,000, fuck off. You're a fucking wannabe, bitch. And I will troll you. I'll play the goddamn airport. I'll play that I'm on a boat, a goddamn train. I don't give a shit. You are not someone that controls me, but I have been controlling your ass for 6 months. Everything that I put out on the Whitakers, I've been your content. I've been feeding you, you dumb fuck. Love it.
No, they're not upset.
Yeah,
they know me. They know how I conduct myself on Facebook. They know how my reputation is in our area and how I'm known. And you know as well as I do, Facebook is much more ruthless than YouTube.
It is. It seems like
you go on Facebook, they'll eat you alive and not think twice about it. And I fall into that category. If they want to poke at me, I have no problem letting them have it. I'm not afraid to put my voice or my thoughts or my feelings out there once you've crossed my line. Let's say.
I got it. I understand that. But I feel bad that you were drug into something.
I don't want to put myself out there into to danger per se, but I don't feel danger. It's the because the only thing the boys have mentioned is the comments and in all reality.
Because see, her family had to be notified, and now her family's was interested in what was going on. So now they're reading the comments because they're talking about her looks. Now I think I want to just assume this because I'm not in their head why they would assume that I'm this person. Okay, that they thought that I am someone that is that I care about what I look like. Let me tell you, you can take my anything away from me, okay? But what I always will have is my husband that loves me more than life itself, my family that loves me and stands behind me. If you think you're going to tell my family something they don't already fucking know, my mother raised me. I've told you guys many a times. My dad said I was the worst kid they ever raised. Okay, they raised me. You don't think they don't know what I fucking do? You're crazier than shit. Okay? I have a public channel. I don't hide shit. Okay? But this woman's family got drug into it. And I felt terrible for her. I honestly felt absolutely horrible for her. What a fucking shame. What a shame. And she's saying it here. Her boys are reading it. Now, I have a daughter that I've mentioned on here many a fucking a times. She doesn't have a daughter. Her mother died in 1996, I believe, and she's been married for 38 years. I would have been 13 and got married. Are you crazy? And this is all on her Facebook. So that's why, in my opinion, Susan Says So trolled the fuck out of Toddy, and Toddy fell for it. Because if they would have looked into who they were really, if Toddy would have took the time to look into the information that Susan Says So was giving her, she would say that there's no way Lady K would have been 13. I've told you guys I'm 51. I've never hid that from anybody. I've never hid my face. Has Kathy got up on and showed her face? Why not? Why not? Why not? Show your face, show your face, show your face. Kathy, show your face.
I said, boys, look what.
And there you go. That's all I'm playing of it. Okay? Because I don't need to show anymore. I'll replay that part. That's it. I don't need to show anymore. We talked about her family. We talked about how she needs to protect herself. We talked about what we needed to do legally. And that's the end of the fucking story. Okay? Because if people think that there may or may not be any repercussions, I would sit down real slow. Whenever you put up somebody's image and say that there's someone else, and then a video before saying that their family needs to feel the pain that was felt, blah, 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 and it's not that real person, there could be potentially in the future something that would transpire out of that. I'm just saying, I'm not saying it is, but I'm not saying it isn't. Now, you guys can take that information for what you want. Screenshot that shit, and I'm sure there's going to be a reaction channel. But let me tell you right now, those two bottom feeders mean fucking nothing. Now, if they get 50 or 60,000 subscribers, oh yeah, I want to say their name every day so I can get their views over here on my channel. Because YouTube has a little thing called views and clicks and money, right? We all make a fucking platform over here to make money, you dip fucking shits. Kathy was having a whole goddamn meltdown because her monetization was turned off. But now she's singing like a whole new goddamn person because she got her goddamn YouTube check. That should tell you guys something. It's about greed. It's about jealousy. It's about the click and the fucking view, because this is social media. Without a click, without a view, you don't have a fucking channel. Let's really get down to the brass tacks of this shit, guys. I would not have a channel unless I had subscribers. But let me tell you what's not going to happen over here. From today forward, everything that's done is done behind the scenes with a legal person with me. So I already have every video from both channels downloaded and given to the proper people. That is not a threat. I will protect my family at all fucking cost. Norma will protect her family at all fucking cost. But I'm going to tell you what's going on behind the scenes and why Toddy got trolled. I know all about it. There's a mole in your camp. I'm just telling you, I have it all. I'm going to continue on with my content. I'm trying to find fucking Nancy out here. Where the fuck is Nancy? Where's Nancy? And if anyone doesn't like my troll move with my little "we're about to fly" video, that's a fucking you problem, not a me problem. I do what I want to do. I answer to no one on fucking social media. Let me repeat that. I do not answer to anyone. I don't care how many times they try to call me to the front of the class. I got a big fuck you. Okay? I do not answer to anyone. Period. They can sit there and make video after video about me, and I'm going to tell you what I'm going to say. Nothing. They're bottom feeders. You can tell by the content that is put out. They doxed an entire lady and her family that has been through hell and back. And let me tell you something else. The picture with allegedly me and my son sitting next together that they put together. Her son has an autoimmune disease that killed him, and he was a minor during that picture. They don't care. They don't care if they hurt your family. She had nothing to do with me. And she got brought into. I feel terrible for her family. Absolutely terrible for her family. Terrible. So I'm going to tell you, subscribers, if you have a different of opinion of these people, be very careful. They have a tendency, as you just seen, to dox you and your family. They don't care. They don't care. Now, let's see here. Where's the one I want? Oh, we're going to play this one. So this right here, I want to share this one. So this right here, and it shows the date. So look at it. I'll pause it so you guys can see it. I was accused of doxing Kathy's Facebook page. I did not dox Kathy's Facebook page for 2 hours. That's a complete fucking lie. And you notice I get up here and show you proof of everything, right? They do not. They showed you Norma's picture. That's the only proof they've ever showed. And that's not me. What a shame. Wow. Integrity, character. And they were going to have church on Sunday. God, forgive me for doxing an innocent family this week. Am I forgiven? You must be Catholic. No disrespect to Catholics, but I'm saying drink beer and ask forgiveness drink beer on Saturday and ask forgiveness on Sunday. I'm showing it right now, Elizabeth. So here's the date. Let me make sure it's big on here. Yeah, it is. Okay. So here's the date. Did you ladies show a Facebook and location? Curious Deep Dive Soul Toddy talking about the Whitakers and the latest. 186 likes, 2,983 views. December the 12th, 2025 on Curious Deep Dive Soul. Okay, so early December, they just put Elizabeth shit out here for the world to see. They didn't give a fuck. But I was accused of doing it. See how things work in life, guys? They accuse me, but they do it. 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 Make that shit make sense.
That is from her Facebook page. Okay. And okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, the picture's above it. I'm sorry. Okay, so
there's her thing, and it says all of her information right here in this little tiny box. You see it? I wouldn't redoing this, but the video is still up. The video's still up, so I don't feel uncomfortable showing it. Okay, let's listen.
That's the connection. Nobody has to call these places.
Yep.
Nobody has to call these places. Okay, no one calling. Dog whistle.
Not giving out exactly where they are, but this is a connection. And my problem with this is, why wasn't it just, hey man, I used to work there, it's a great place. And then we have somebody else connected to it.
Yeah. So, you want me to say? Okay,
Yeah,
so
you can.
okay, so when Eric was
And you knew they talked about doing this because she goes, you want me to say it? You want me to say it? They knew what they were about to do. You want me to say it? Want me to say it? That's what they just said to each other. Yeah, go ahead.
doing live streams and the family got taken away, he was saying, and I'm not sure if it was right before or right after, but he was saying what a wonderful place ResCare would be for them to live. I don't know if you guys remember him saying that, but he said his mom worked for ResCare for years.
So if that would happen to be true, they now just doxed Eric Carroll's mother and where she had worked potentially. Wow. Wow. But then they accused me of doing it. Wow. Okay. Wow. I mean, you guys cool with that, right? You guys cool with that, right? December 12th. December 12th. We're in fucking February. We're in fucking February. They have been claiming that we've been I personally have been harassing Toddy and Kathy for 3 months. This is December when they are doing this. We're in February. When did it start and who did it start and how did it start? Because I simply would not talk about another man's penis and join their team anti-penis. They are mad at me about that. Get the fuck over it. And they doxed an innocent woman after they doxed Elizabeth. Susan says so, dox Dottie once fucking skip. Wow. I mean, we can go on and on and on and on with this bullfuckery. It's not that important to me because I am handling it in another way. Okay? I'm handling it another way. That's all I'm doing. I'm handling it another way. Because when you drag somebody into your bullfuckery that is completely innocent, that has struggled to keep their health in check, that has had chemotherapy more than once, had brain cancer more than once, has a son that you put up on social media in the picture that you showed on your video that has an autoimmune disease that is disabled, you show me who the fuck you are. You were trolled, Toddy. If you don't know you were trolled, I'm telling you right now. I know for a fact you were trolled. I have the information. And if you want to know, reach out to me. You know how to get with me, and I'll tell you everything I know, Toddy. You'll be amazed of the moles that are in your camp. I almost feel sorry for Toddy. The reason why I don't feel 100% sorry for Toddy is because she threatened to make my family feel a certain type of way. My family has nothing to do with social media. My mother herself has fought cancer. You're picking on cancer victims, people. And your little group of people over there are okay with this stuff. I hope to God, if I ever start picking on someone with cancer, that my crew of people that are my base subscribers call me the fucking out. I hope you guys ream my ass. I hope you guys fucking get in my chat and be like, Lady K, you have never done this. What are you doing? The same ones that knew about my video that I said I was flying to take care of my mother and exactly what I was going to do. And exactly the AMSR video that I was playing. I said in the beginning of it, well, I got informed that nobody in their right fucking mind would go to an airport if they just heard through the grapevine. Dumb fucks. You got trolled. So what I'm putting together, certain people are invited and certain people aren't. We're putting together a roundtable conversation about creators and what they've been through as they covered the Whitaker content for the last 4 or 5 months. It's going to be something I hope you guys want to tune into, the behind the scenes story. It's for people with channels, people are creators, and what really went on behind the scenes. What were some of the emails and the text messages and the information that we were getting behind the scenes that muddied the waters. Okay? From Facebook to YouTube, from Facebook to YouTube. And we're going to have a roundtable discussion. Certain people are invited because we don't all get along. Isn't that right? And we're going to see where exactly the waters got muddied. But I want to tell you guys, pass the word around. I am not Norma. I am not Norma. I've never been Norma. Well, the real Norma, I'll drop the link for you, honey, because if you feel comfortable, you're more than welcome to come up. This is not pressure. That's why I showed the video, because she wasn't sure. I mean, she's never been on a panel before. She doesn't know how to, I helped her with the StreamYard and stuff, and that's fine. She's more than welcome. She knows how to do StreamYard. I taught her. That was the whole thing that day that I just showed you, and we talked. So she's more than welcome to take the link. She knows how. if Evil Ghost is here, if he wants to take a link, he's more than welcome. No one feel any pressure to do it. I'm sorry to my subscribers that did not know about the video about me in the airport, and you guys were afraid. I had when they zig, you zag. Okay, that's the way YouTube works. When people zig, baby, you zag, honey. Okay, that's the way social media platforms work. I've been around long enough to know that this is what you do. And for the people that don't know, I've known Evil Ghost since Ernie Shell. I did content on Ernie Shell on another channel over 5 years ago. The connection there is over. We know each other from that community. He got involved in this with Watson, if you guys remember. Okay. And Watson is the one that introduced him to Toddy. Okay. So Toddy, before you decide that there's a connection there, then I don't control any grown man. I want to make this fucking clear right now. If you think that I can control another grown man to do anything on social media with a platform, an established platform, Evil Ghost has an established platform. If you think I can make him do anything, you're delusional. I respect him. I respect his wife, and I would never suggest him doing anything in the name of me. Why? Like, what would be his payoff? That's weird. AD is an established channel. They talked about the man's penis. You don't think he's going to clap back? I don't ask anyone to do my dirty work. I have a platform. If I want to say something, I'll get right up here and say it. I always have. I always will. And if you don't like it, please unsubscribe from me right now. Right now. Because I'm going to keep on making content if there's one viewer in my chat or if there is 100 viewers in my chat. I'm going to do what I've always been doing. And whatever's going to take place in the legal system between other creators and myself, that's a us problem that will not be spoken about until we can FOIA that shit. Okay? Okay? Just saying. Let's Evil Ghost. Hey, buddy.
Hello.
Hello.
What up?
What up, my guy?
Oh, not much. I figured I'd hop up here real quick and confirm exactly what you've been saying about how we know each other, and that is 1,000,000,000% correct. You did used to cover Ernie Shell, and that's how we ran across each other. And then you kind of moved on. I stuck around the Ernie Shell community, and years later we happened to run back into each other. You was covering some Whitaker stuff. I was curious about what was going on with the Whitakers because at this time I had just started to begin getting into it with Watson, if everybody remembers that correctly. And that's actually, and I'll prove this without a shadow of a doubt. When I go live, I will prove that that's Toddy's been running around saying that I'm your big guns and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. Well, the funny thing is, Toddy, I'm going to prove you wrong yet again this week that LadyK nor AD nor anybody else directed me to you. It was actually Watson that said, and if you remember correctly, Watson even said it on my panel. Watson stated out of his own mouth, "Why are you coming after me when there's people like Toddy out in the world?" Well, guess what, Toddy? When Watson mentioned your name, I'm like, well, if Watson's mentioning your name, there's got to be something behind it.
Exactly. Exactly. And my big guns, if everyone remembers right, whenever I had Patrick on panel, I said that I have some big guns, meaning that we'll go out and do, and they know how to look for shit. They're investigators. They know how to present stuff. That was talking about other creators on this platform that happen to be female. I'm not going to mention their name because let me tell you what, they have no desire to even speak their name. They're larger creators, and that's I'm like, I'll get the big guns. I have to get out and help me with this because Patrick was talking about no Venmo, no PayPal, and someone showed something and that saying that there was more than PayPal, whatever, right? And they said what they said in the chat. Those are big guns. You know, when you have a 1 million subscribers, then they're a little bit, that's a big gun. Just saying.
Yeah. I'm Red, to answer your question, I have no idea. Like, personally, me, like, I understand what people mean when they say big guns. It's usually someone that's able to gather information that you can't. Just for instance, not in every scenario, but most of the time, that's like me saying. So I have some real close friends that do a lot of the footwork that I don't have time to do. And I respect the hell out of them for it, and they know that. And they're my big guns, because when I can't figure it out, I go to them, because they know if I'm not able to figure it out, then there's obviously something going on, and hopefully somebody else, a fresh set of eyes, can figure it out. So, like, I think when Toddy says big guns, she's trying to, it's a way to gather a group to hate somebody. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's almost like sending a
inciting.
hate mob. Yes, exactly. It's inciting a hate mob to try and show, like, all these people are working against me. Look at them. They're so awful, horrible people. And little does Toddy know, like, I've been around so long that I've dealt with this so many times, and, like, I see right through her. She's as transparent as a piece of plastic. But, like, that's just my thing. Like, if Toddy would stop, and here's the thing, if Toddy would stop and Toddy wouldn't run her mouth and put out false information, and just she gets an email and she cracks open a live and instantly just reads off the fucking email, basically. Like, that's not doing any work. That's just you reading an email. And 9 times out of 10, by you reading that email, it's wrong, because the person that sent you the email didn't even check on it. So, like, in order to be, Toddy wants to be some reporter or some famous person or something like that. Like, you got to at least vet your own crap that you're saying. You're not even vetting your own stuff. You're just out there just spewing off at the mouth.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate. And I'm not here to shame or make them not do. They can do content, whatever. But the only reason why I'm saying, hey, listen. But once you bring someone's family, innocent family, into it, that's what makes me aggravated, because that woman had nothing to do with what I say on my platform. Nothing to do with what I say. And her family's like, well, what does that even mean? Whenever you don't know social media, like how damaging it can be. People have been shot and unalived that are YouTubers. Am I telling the truth?
That it was just a couple months ago that a content creator and another content creator got into it, and one of the content creators showed up at his house, and that was the end of the story. He's not on this earth anymore.
And I have never threatened to go to anybody's house. Let me tell you, somebody has contacted me for someone's information that I have. And I told that person, and it's one of these two. I'm not going to tell you who. And I refuse to give it to them, because that's not how I do it. That's not how I do it. I just won't do it. Right? Hey, Elizabeth, what's up? So this was supposed to be for Gertie.
I wasn't going to come up, but then I keep thinking about it, and it just drives me insane. Here's what I want. I just want to come up for this moment to tell everybody. Here's my thing. I keep hearing my name, not you, LadyK, but on the other end over there and stuff. And I hear things said about me all the time that's bad. And I know bad things are going to be said about people regardless of what you do, because everybody's got their opinion, and that's fine. But I do want people to sit back and think about, what have I ever said negative on a public platform, up here talking verbally out of my mouth, or like via a post on, or in the comments of LadyK's or anybody's or any. Okay, what have I physically said that's like super extremely negative in comparison of the things that has been said about me and about others out of people's mouths? Think about that. When you think about that, think about the contrast. Compare what people have said about other people, right? And then think about how bad I've been attacked when I've never attacked anyone. I've not attacked anyone. I've never told anyone to go after anyone. And you have Lady K and Evil Ghost. Have I reached out to either of you? Evil Ghost, you seem to be the one people go to for the attack, supposedly. from what I'm
It does
gathering.
seem that way.
You know, and I've never reached out to anyone, not even AD. Like, what's going on with the AD thing, I think started from a misunderstanding, and then someone had to make a comment about a man's private areas during a part of his life that was affected by the function of his private areas, right? And that's like a low blow on any man. Like that, it's just a low blow on any man. And I noticed that people's health conditions and things are disregarded, and nobody, like, where's the humanity? You can't be up here trying to be like, oh, I'm trying to help people, but then you're also ripping people down by their lowest points. It's called a hand up, you know, like you're supposed to reach out and give people a hand up, not a handout in all matters of life, you know. And if you can't do that, I think that people need to sit back and take a reflection of their own self, right? And I reflect on my self behaviors every day. And I just feel like some people wake up every morning and they hit the computer or the screen and they look for what's been said about them so that they can attack. You might want to check that with yourself, right? And I don't care who it is. And if the shoe fits, wear it at this moment. I'm just talking to everybody out there. If you get up and the moment you hit your screen, you want to know what's been said about you so you can fire back, look at yourself first.
Actually, I don't, because I'm so used to being reviewed. I mean, if that's just
maybe I'm not saying you do, but I'm saying if the shoe fits, because I know that there is someone. I wake up and the first, and I'm not going to say their name, but the first thing that comes across my thing for notifications is a specific person, you know, and it's what she can dig up to fire back at. And Miss Gertie, Norma, is that you?
Yeah, that's her.
That would be me.
You beautiful lady.
Gertie is in the house.
You beautiful lady, don't you let no one say nothing about you, tear you down, or ruin your world. You just keep on going about your business. You were drug into something. This ain't even for you, sugar mama. You beautiful. You just let it go.
Oh, I'll hang in there like a hare in her biscuit.
I just want you to know that there are people out there who've seen what happened to you, and we love you, and we praying for you, and I hope that, you know, life gets better for you.
Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. That's much appreciated.
You're welcome.
I do have a couple corrections. I appreciate Lady emphasis of who I am, but I did not have brain cancer. I had stage 3 advanced breast cancer.
Okay.
I was given a 20% chance to live while my son was fighting for his entire life. I was fighting for mine and his too. The brain surgeries were for a condition known as semicircular canal dehiscence. The reference of my brain was trying to come out my ears.
That's a heck of a word to say. I couldn't say it, but
yes.
Yeah, I knew, because we didn't really talk about everything. So I want to thank you for correcting me, because I do not want to put something on you that you've not had. For the love of God, I don't.
Well, I didn't want people to really know what was, you know, what I had, and then for them to see this and say, oh, she's saying that. It was just it's just a minor misconfusion. You know, I dumped a lot in your lap, and, you know, everything that's happened to Norma is a lot for one individual to try to keep straight.
Let me take this off because I don't want it on your face. There you go. Okay. I was just doing something behind the scenes. I apologize. Yes. And I appreciate you for being brave and coming up here. You know, because I know it takes a lot, because people have never been on a panel before. They were drug into something and they get up on a panel. And I'm sure that they're going to say, no, that's not her. That doesn't look anything like those pictures. Can you explain the pictures that they have grabbed, and where do you think that they came from? Because I didn't go snooping around your Facebook, because I felt like I was, you know, almost betraying you if I was going to look, you know. So
no, that was generally why I give you the friend request, so that you could actually go and see what's on there. They got them off of my Facebook profile, off of my page. Those are things that I upload.
saying about the pictures that they showed, and also that, you know, you're a married woman. You don't, do you live in Florida?
Absolutely not. I live near Gators, but I do not live near Florida.
Okay. And how long have you been married, Norma?
I have been married 38 years.
So that wouldn't put me at 13.
Yeah, unless you got married in 1987 at the age of 13 under I don't know whose law allowed it, we're not the same person. And unless you bore 2 boys from your loins, we're not the same person.
Right? Right?
Our eye colors do not even match.
No, she has blue eyes. I have like hazel. But that's beside
Yeah,
the
mine
point.
are as blue as the ocean. Yeah.
Do you think, and because we've kind of talked about it, do you think that someone trolled Toddy?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
So, can you explain the post that got you labeled as LadyK?
How that came to be, they had started in, Toddy had started in on the Whitaker nonsense, back and forth, not, thinking, digging up.
Not this, yeah, hang on just a second. Not the Susan in this chat. Not the Susan in this chat. Let me clarify that. That Susan is not in here. We have 2 different Susans that run around. Yeah.
I don't mean to interrupt. I'm gonna drop down.
Okay, honey. Thank you for coming up and speaking, Elizabeth. Thank you.
See you, Elizabeth.
Thank you so much, Elizabeth.
Okay. So
yes, they Susan says so. The one that doxed her on Facebook is the one that put out. I can't remember what the post was itself, but the comment that I made was referring to how much it was going to piss other people off with the bullshit that she was doing. So she should expect retaliation. One of those don't start no shit, won't be no shit.
And something about a beehive. Like, well, first of all, I don't use beehive references. And people that know Mama Bear, if people that know, I don't use beehive references for a particular reason. So that wouldn't have been me.
I was born on a farm, so country slang is nothing for us. We use it quite often. And we happen to have, my boys have bees, so it's a common phrase. You're going to go, slapping on a beehive, you might want to know how many bees and what kind are in there before you go banging on the damn thing. Nothing more than an analogy of a simple, what would you call that?
Analogy, maybe?
But yes, exactly. No real direct. Where is there a direct threat in there? Where would you put something where does it say anything's coming for you?
I have no idea, because I went and looked at it and followed, like I screen recorded how they just assumed that I was you and you were me and we are a happy fucking family. Okay. And I was like, that makes no sense. That really made no sense.
I kind of had the hunch that as soon as I put in the comment that I don't think, it was more to the effect, I don't think you really realize what you're doing, by the comment that I made, that I don't think you realize the wrath was what that meant. And then Susan perked right up. What do you mean? So that gave me the inclination that she had already twisted it in her head and already had Toddy on the hotline. Oh, I got something. When in fact, she didn't have a thing other than an old country woman making an old country slang analogy.
So how do you, now that the few days have went by and the initial shock of you being up on a screen saying you're me, how are you feeling now? I mean, do you feel okay?
I'm okay. Well, like we talked about yesterday, it's just rather humiliating that this woman is that goddamn stupid to do something such as this. Because now she's crossed the barrier to where I do have legal ramification to come after her. I don't know this woman from Adam, and she's threatening me. Ghost, what's your opinion on that?
Well, first, I was mute now. I wanted you guys to go ahead and get your questions and everything talked through. I would like to say that it's nice to meet you. And do you want me to call you Norma or Gertie? What do you prefer?
You can call me Norma. Norma is fine.
Okay. I just want to start off by saying that you have a hell of a story. And I've heard bits and pieces of it, and I'd like to hear it all, because just by the bits and pieces that I've heard, I think if you told your story more, I think you could help a lot of people out there, because you definitely have a fighting spirit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've been told this many times. I've just never really thought about how to bring that story. I have a lifetime of story that but I also don't want to bring pity upon myself for the life that I've had to live. If that's,
I wouldn't look at it as pity. I mean, like I said, there's people out there that they can take away from stories like that, and it empowers them and drives them to do better. So, I wouldn't look at it as like self-pity or anything like that. I think you got a really good story, and I just want to let you know that if you ever one day want to tell that story, you're more than welcome to tell it on my panel.
Yeah. Go and Ghost will help you.
Yep. I'm more than happy
eager to get things out there. I have definitely a good story to tell.
I agree. All right. So my take on, I'll just give you what I see out of the whole scenario. So I think, and I've got some language, so excuse my language right off the bat to all the ladies in chat and everything like that. But
I'm as Blackguard Gen X as they come. You're not gonna hurt me.
We good then.
We're good.
So
we are good.
What I see is, I believe that Toddy had a huge hate boner for LadyK. With that being said, I believe that Toddy ran with whatever information she could possibly get her hands on to try and discredit or disprove anything that LadyK says, or anything that revolves around LadyK, not just LadyK herself. This was an attack not just on LadyK, but on LadyK's subs, LadyK's members,
on her entire platform. Yeah,
I agree 100%. This was an attack on her platform. So, with that being said, I believe that Toddy thought she thought she had a gotcha. So she instantly took that gotcha and went live with it. And of course, as we all know now, that gotcha was actually not a gotcha at all. It was quite the opposite. It actually made people realize that Toddy is not who she says she is. It made more people open their eyes and say, okay, hold on a second here. Why are we just throwing out people's information without, and this is going to sound wild to some people, but you also have to understand the community I come from. Why are we putting out information about individuals that hasn't even been vetted, regardless of what it is? If somebody sends me something on a different individual, I'm not going to instantly hit the go live button. Why? Because I don't know if that's true or not. I have no real evidence or no real receipts to show any of my audience. So my audience, being the audience that they are going to call me out for not having the receipts.
Right.
That's
and the
what
same way
Toddy's
over here.
audience did. Exactly.
Right.
Same thing. Same exact thing in LadyK's platform. You have to show some kind of receipt in order for people to understand what exactly is going on. You don't get that over there.
Definitely.
With her.
It took me a couple conversations to get Lady K to really believe that I was not a troll. That hey, I'm the real victim here. Hey, I'm me. And
well, because I didn't
it took a
see
couple
her,
of
and I thought
receipts.
maybe
Yeah.
that they were working together behind the scenes to try to humiliate me, which you could put my face on a pig's ass. I don't go by looks. Okay, you could put me on a pig's ass, honey. Okay, and I don't care because I think that they thought if they pick someone and try to shame me via looks, via hair, that it was going to hurt me in my soul. Actually, I was so upset that they violated this woman, and she can tell you. Okay, I got very emotional about it because I felt bad for her.
Yes.
And I
Yes.
didn't believe who she was. I'm like, you're working with them. You're working with I didn't believe it. I'm sorry because I've been trolled. I'm used to this until I'm
Yeah,
like, I
that's
need to see your face. Like, I need to see who you are.
and
Okay.
you are, and I'll kind of back that statement up a little bit because I've actually told you the story that happened to me, and you know, it's almost these things happen almost exactly the same. So like when you've been around and you've been doing it for so long, and in my case, like it happened, you kind of, I don't want to say shy away, but you kind of like you side eye everything almost. And it sounds
Right.
bad, but it's the truth. Like, and if you don't, like, you end up getting yourself into trouble. So like, it's not, and a lot of people will take that as like, you know, oh, that's horrible. I can't believe he side eyes everybody. Well, it's not just for like my benefit; it's also for my platform's benefit because I don't want to go up there looking like an idiot. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I question.
So
You know, it's life. Life is all about is that fence hot?
exactly. Yep.
That's another country saying. You know, life is all about is that fence hot? You don't know till you touch it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just like whenever I said that my dad was going to rise from the grave, I grew up in Southern Illinois. So that was just like rolling in the graves. Oh, they'll roll in the grave if they found that out. And my family in my area, it was like, oh, you'll rise from the grave, honey. Okay, that's a Southern Baptist thing. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry if people are not well diverse in other cultures and that, or the way other people speak. That's not a me problem. Okay, they freaking lost their Evan loving minds because I said that. Okay, and then I knew it pissed them
Right.
off. I kept saying it. I knew that Harry Cunt pissed them off. Kept saying it. Okay, that's my freedom of speech.
Yep. 100%. And that's what upset him. I think a lot is because a lot of people, when this happens to them, they tend to back away, if you will. And your case and other individuals around this area's case, like we don't back down. Like
No, but I
we
had to step away to do things legally if that's what we chose to do
exactly.
between me and Norma. So I had to go by legal advice how to handle it until I got the okay to do a live. That's what I did.
Yep.
You know, that's
And
in my opinion, So
that's commendable because I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of people can't do that. A lot of people can't decipher from their hate and the logical way to do things. And you know, it happens to even the best of us, but you know, I commend you for that because you know that takes a lot of
self-restraint.
yes, a lot of self-restraint to be able to say, look, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to turn and I'm going to do it the proper way. I'm not just going to jump up on a live and be like, I'm driving here, I'm driving there, I'm over here. You know,
I
you're
would
going to
never
do
do
it.
that because I think that I don't want to intimidate people like I'm going. I would never go and harass someone's family. I would never go and harass. I've never doxed anybody. I have the information, but I still have never put it out. I have their personal information I'm talking about a phone number, right? I don't pass that along. I don't give that shit out. And I'll tell you why. No matter what someone does to me on this platform, I refuse to be a bottom barrel feeder like them. I'm just not going to do it.
I have doxed people. I'm not going to shy away from it and pretend like I haven't. I've accidentally doxed people before, and I've purposely doxed. I don't really herders of children, if you will.
Right.
I've done that multiple times because you know these are people that are around the YouTube platform, and some people that aren't even around the YouTube platform, some individuals that I did was spouses of them. And it's simply because if you're going to hang around with something like that, I'm going to include you into that because that's vile. The story I can tell you right now is absolutely horrific. I did what I did, and I won't shy away from it for 1 second. I am not going to play like I'm.
But can I ask you, did you bring up a lady like Norma that had nothing to do with anything?
No,
did you dox her?
I've never, and even, okay, so here's a for instance, if you will. Like you mentioned Ernie Shell earlier. I do a lot of, me and a friend of mine, we do a lot of the FOIAs for Ernie Shell. So like when he goes to jail and gets in accidents and all that stuff, we do the FOIAs. So my last FOIA I vetted most of the information, but I didn't see something and I didn't even know this person. Now, let's not forget that FOIAs are public information, okay?
Right.
So, for starters, anybody can get that. It's just so happened that we know how to get them. Well, he knows how to get them in a timely manner, if you will. So, as I'm live and I'm reading off the FOIA, I get to a point and it's got 3 people's names and 3 phone numbers that had called to basically tell the police that Ernie is manic right now and he's going nuts. Okay. I didn't see those 3 people. Now, 2 of those people I could give a rat's ass less about. And I've stated that numerous times. I don't care. Like, they've put that information out on the platform already. Don't come to me crying about that. But the 3rd person I did feel sympathy for. And normally I'm not that type because it is public information, but I went ahead and I took the live down and I edited out that person's, I actually edited out all 3 of their information and then put the live back up as a video. I caught so much slack for that because, oh, you doxed, blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, what people didn't realize is the only thing I technically doxed was a name and a phone number. I didn't put out there wasn't no like real addresses or anything like that.
Right.
But to make the point is, even if that was the first time I'd ever made that mistake, first time in the years that I've been doing this that I had ever accidentally fucking missed something. And it was my fault, totally my fault. I took accountability for it. You know, I even made a post and said sorry to the people, blah, 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 blah. My point being is that even when I got somebody's docs, even when they were this vile, horrible, awful person, I still went and vetted the information to make sure that what I'm looking at is what I'm looking at. Because I didn't want to take the chance of me putting out someone else's info that it has no business. I've never even been around this platform. Let me give you another, for instance. There's a child being doxxed in my old community right now.
Wow.
That's no kid, a 14-year-old child. And like, there's only a few individuals calling it out. Meanwhile, everyone else seems to be okay with it. And we're all like, are you guys, this is sick. Like, this is vile, disgusting behavior. And why no one wants to take accountability for it is beyond me. So like, you're always going to have those idiots out there that do this type of stuff and choose to just turn a blind eye. When, however, me, if I'm doxing you, you've done something bad in life. That's just the bottom line. Besides those 3 individuals that was on the FOIA, you know, they didn't, well, 2 of them anyway. So, long story short, I've never brought out misinformation that was regarding someone else. I've never said, this is Aaron, and it turns out Aaron is actually Roger. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've never done that. And even if for some crazy oddball scenario that it did happen, no way in hell would I leave that video up so that person could keep being victimized. That is insane to me.
Right. Yeah. So Norma, with that, with what he just said, do you want Toddy to take that down?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Now, let me ask you another question. Do you think she and this is totally like this is, you know, I'm just picking your brain here at this point. I know what my answer would be, but would you want some kind of video where Toddy's basically stating I was an idiot, I should have never done that, I'm here complaining about the same exact thing and I'm doing the same exact thing? Would you want Toddy to come and do like a recant video, if you will?
Does a snake drag its ass, snake evil? Does a snake drag its ass? Of course I do. Of course I do.
Good.
That woman had no right whatsoever. Susan says so. Had no right whatsoever to put the fucking idea in Toddy's head. That's where it came from.
Right.
Because I put up that comment and it wasn't 30 seconds later, Susan replied, "What do you mean?" And as soon as I put on the rest of it about taking a stick to the beehive, she took that shit and ran right to Toddy and fed her full of bullshit. This is who it is. This is who it's got to be. It's got to be her. It's got to be her. When in fact, we're not.
What do you think? And I know you guys talked about this a little bit, but you know, before I start piping up, but are we all in agreement? Do we think that Susan was trolling Toddy, or do we think that Susan was actually taking what she thought was real information?
You know,
I think a little bit of both.
I think maybe a little bit of both, but the problem with it is people are like, why did I private my videos of me being live when I was in the Everglades like 3 or 4 days, like last week, okay? When me and my husband was there and I was on cam because I privated those so Toddy could run her narrative. When they zig, baby, you zag, okay? And I did not want people to be able to be like, no, that's definitely not Lady K. I wanted her to show her entire ass. So there's nothing to compare, right? The Halloween was privated. All of my videos that I had my picture on was privated. So Toddy could run her narrative to see how far she was going to go. And in that little video her and Susan did, she again stated my family. Okay. And said you. So for my own reasons behind the scenes with maybe someone that can maybe do something legally, I wanted it to stay up and I removed my shit. I did not want her to recant it yet. I needed it to stay up, what she had to say. I can release them now and people can look. Like this picture of myself right here is me on the beach. Okay, no makeup, they say I wear a wig. That's me. I can't make it up. I mean, that's who the hell I am. You are who you are.
Nobody wants to be me, so they're all of me.
And I want to bring up, I won't be up here too much longer. I'll let you guys go ahead and talk. I've got some things I got to take care of, but I wanted to bring up a point. Like, I seen a lot of the simps, and you know what I'm talking about. I seen a lot of the simps saying there was never no threat. There was never a threat. There was never a threat. And I have to disagree with that because, if you're crying about people going, what Toddy said, real life on her, right? Why would you then turn around and threaten in real life to contact somebody that has never even been on YouTube? Like the premise behind why she even thought that was a good idea is totally beyond me. But my point is, it's like I seen a lot of them saying there was no threats, there was no threat, there was no threat. When you state, and I'll say this loud, when you state, I am going to contact an individual that is not associated with any social media platform, that is you threatening to go real live. So do not cry when things start happening to you, because that's how every troll on YouTube looks at it. Is if you're going to cry about it, that's what's going to happen to you. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. That's how YouTube functions. Don't come crying to me. Don't come crying to anyone else, because you did that to yourself. You came publicly and you said that. Nobody else did. You did.
And what is amazing to me is that I have harassed, threatened, and harassed, and threatened, and harassed, and threatened, and harassed, and that's what she's saying that I've done to her community and her community. When she goes live and says that, I do not harass and threaten. I respond to public videos that they respond to my videos. So here's what happens. Elizabeth and I would make a video. They would go over said things that we had said that was happening in the Whitaker family. They would respond to it. Then I would respond to their response. That's no way, shape, or form that I'm going to roll up any. Let me tell you, I will not waste the gas money to go do any of that boofuckery. No matter how mad someone gets, I am not, will never not, don't have a desire to put out their public information. Right now, if I had their real life information, I would not put it out. I will not put it out. I don't give a damn, because I'm not going to do it. That's not what my platform's about. It's just not.
I agree. I agree.
I mean,
your prison.
You know, some people's are, and like Evil Ghost said, that's what he does. I respect Evil Ghost for him looking into shit without a reason of a doubt. It isn't because of his troll skills. It's because you want to know the fucking facts about somebody like Ernie Shell. He will give them to you. Yep. He will find them.
The truth is the truth. Like, I'm not here to spin it. I'm not here to twist the narrative. I'm here to show you the truth and then walk away. Like, I get so much hate for doing that, because people, dude, I can't tell you how many people review my stuff and just dog on me, hoping to God that I review them. Like, it's not like, that's what people have to understand. Like, I'm gonna do me, and the way I do me, no one likes, but I don't care.
Do you mind explaining? Could you, Evil Ghost? Would you mind explaining the difference of talking about a man's penis and attacking? Like, they wanted me to join Team Anti-Penis, and I didn't. But they said that they stood up for me with, anti-Watson, and what the difference of that two was for me, and like your community and what they said about the penis. Like, I won't even say anything else. I'll just let you.
So let me I hate doing this, but let me answer your question with a question. What the fuck did they do to Watson to make him stop? What the fuck did Toddy do? Name one thing Toddy did that made Watson stop being a piece of shit.
Nothing
at all. She didn't confront him, and when she did confront him, it was a pat on the ass. How many times have I confronted Watson and told him, dude, you're freaking up, and enough is enough. This has got to be hashed out. I'm tired of dealing with it. Like, we're done. Like, where's Watson now? Where's he at now?
Well, I haven't really checked on him, but he's been pretty damn quiet. I'm not sure what
you know
he's
why
doing.
He's been quiet? Because he's been taking care of his real life shit. Because I finally, and he's got some things that I have to discuss with him on a live publicly, because I want everyone to be on the same page, but that's besides the point. He's actually trying to take care of his shit in real life.
Good.
And when I say that, like, we all know that Viper hangs around in my community. Viper is very well knowledged in being able to help veterans get the benefits that they deserve, and that's exactly what Viper did. He helped Watson set up appointments. Me and Viper both checked on Watson to make sure he went to these appointments, because we wanted to stay on his ass. And that's exactly what we did. He went to his appointments. I haven't talked to him in a couple weeks, so I'm hoping he's still on track. But yeah. So back to your question, like, so first off,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
But first, like, AD had a medical issue, right?
Yeah.
So if AD wants to talk about his medical issue until the fucking cows come home, that's AD's decision. He's allowed to do that because that's his medical illness, okay? Now, for another individual that has no clues, never seen any papers, never seen any evidence, never seen this, never seen that, never seen a freaking thing about any kind of medical thing involving AD, and then to go and talk about it is insane. Toddy is lucky she didn't do that shit with me. AD went light on her. That's all I can say. I would have drug her for months on end until Toddy was non-existent. Toddy wasn't around anymore. She's very,
There's still
very
time.
lucky. There's still plenty of time. And man, believe me, after this, after her doxing you, and you can ask LadyK, I was pissed because the pictures she put out and everything like that's vile. That's disgusting for you to not vet any information and just throw somebody's picture out, including pictures that have their children in them. It's disgusting to me. It needs to be called out. Every single time there's a video, every single time there's a live, every single time there's a post, somebody should be over there asking Toddy One-Skip why in the flying hell she vets none of her information and why she's including children on this platform.
Well, people were trying to ask her that question. I assume I got sent some screenshots of some questions, but they were immediately deleted. Anyone that said that's not LadyK, she was just on cam in the Everglades. That's not her. Then they came up with this. I was on my, now let me tell you this. They came up with this. I was on my cellular device through YouTube, and I hit the live button through YouTube, and they said that I used an app to reconstruct my face and a filter. Okay. We messed around with filters. The only filters I could find was me being 3D, like I did 3 of myself, and it took me underwater. That's the only ones I could find on the son of a bitch, to be honest with you. Because I was, baby, I'm 51, honey. Any app, any filter you can give it to me. Okay. All right. Because, age is creeping up on me. But I didn't use it like a filter or anything. And they said that I wore a wig. Now, does that hair, anyone that was watching, that hair could not have been a wig because please. Okay, please. There's too much gray showing, honey. But my thing is the reason why I went so hard after Watson was because of the child situation, and that's why for me. Yep. And AD's a grown man. He can handle his business, right? And I did not take a side because at the time we were all sharing subscribers with the Whitaker content, and it takes a toll on the subscribers when the community that's covering the same information gets to arguing. And I wanted them to all feel safe to still come over here whenever we did Whitaker content. There wouldn't be any weird feeling. Okay, now if AD, he did not do this, but if he would have said something about Kathy's minor child and put out a phone number, it would have been on and pop, and I would have said team no penis, team no penis. But that just simply didn't happen. You know what I mean? So for me, that's what crossed my personal boundary, because I was in the chat waiting for that abuse video, alleged abuse video, to drop on Timmy. I was in the chat. I seen it go down in real time, and there was me and several other creators that were shooketh when that little boy got on camera and his name and number was talked about across the screen. And I was like, oh, hail to the no, and he had 8,000 subscribers. I thought he was an experienced YouTuber, and I drug his ass. Knowing what I know now, he isn't an experienced YouTuber. He had no idea what he was doing was wrong. Toddy cannot use the same excuse with this situation. She just simply can't.
Let me jump in here real quick. So, and I believe I've run into you a couple times. Ridiculous, ready, right?
Yeah.
She said in your chat, I hate that we can't challenge people or ask questions, even if we do it politely. So here's the thing, Ready, and I want to make this statement before I jump down from here. That when I call you on, like I was trying to get Toddy on panel, right? 9 times out of 10, normally when I have someone come up on my panel, either A, myself, or B, you're good, ready, or B, it's another someone else that I trust. So that being said, I very rarely jump somebody that comes up on my panel unless I already know something that you don't know that I know. Then I'll do it. I was more than willing to drop the link and I did drop the link for Toddy, but I was more than willing to let Toddy come up on my panel and discuss the things we were talking about. Was I going to get loud? Was I going to get angry? Was I going to be, I'd probably cuss a little bit. Yeah, that's part of my language. That's my dictionary. But never once did I plan on
seasoning.
Yeah, that's a little spice. That's all it is. But like never once did I plan on jumping Toddy. You know what I'm saying? I wanted the truth. I wanted to hear Toddy's side of it. And by Toddy running and completely ignoring everything, told me everything that I needed to know. So like I just wanted to be clear that like never once was my plan to jump Toddy, was my plan to attack Toddy, was my plan to ask her questions and then see if her questions were legitimate or not, or her answers were legitimate or not. Yeah, 100%, because I wanted to know. And if you remember correctly, I had someone else on panel with me, and maybe we was going to play good cop, bad cop and do some things and figure some things out. But instead we got Toddy tucking her tail and running like she did. And like I said, that tells me everything I need to know. If you're not willing to just talk and be like, hey, look, like I hear you running your mouth about me and this is what actually happened and this is, blah, 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 blah. You're not willing to do that, then I ain't willing to hear anything else you have to say. That's just how it works with me anyway.
I agree 100%. Like, if I'm going to talk about somebody, now they've been blocked from my channel because they blocked me, and I thought that was a good start, that we could just end things, right? We wouldn't talk about each other, but it kept going on and on and on. And after today, I'm going to move on with my content. We're going to have an open, like I said, anyone that covered the Whitaker content that is a creator, and that's why I have this up here, Psychology Eats. I would like for you to join our open roundtable from creators on Facebook and creators on YouTube to talk about us covering the Whitakers and what we kind of encountered along the way. Please know that you are more than invited. I'm going to email you and once I get the date to make sure it works out for everybody. Okay, got that out real quick. But it was, I don't have any intentions on if they make more videos about me, they may do this, that. I have no intentions on reviewing them anymore. I learned what Psychology Eats put out was it hit me hard. And I don't think she knows that I didn't message her or anything, but she said, don't start no beef and don't react to people that aren't above your subscriber count. Okay. Because you're not benefiting from it. They are benefiting from it, but I'm simply am not. So they could benefit by making video after video after video after video about me, but I have no desire, and I can't legally anyways right now. I'm not going to be doing any videos. I don't care if they say that I eat pig shit every day for dinner. That's fine. I do. Okay, whatever. Okay, I sure do. I won't even say I do, or whatever. You know what I mean? And I wish, and I want to say this publicly, I wish that they have nothing but success on their YouTube channels. And I've been saying that for 2 months. I hope nothing but the best for them in their YouTube career. I hope they meet every goal that they've ever had for themselves in their personal life and on social media. And I've been saying it, and I've been saying it, and they keep been poking the bear, and now they've doxed an innocent woman because I'm not giving them the reaction that they've wanted. I have tried to take the higher road on multiple occasions. I apologize for saying hairy cunt, but no. Why just stop now? Okay, that's what I was told. Why stop now? Okay, that was months ago. Well, it was about 30 days ago, I believe, that hairy cunt was said. Okay, fine. Don't like the word. I offended you by it. It must have hit you in your core because they came barreling after me like crazy people. Okay, and that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. But for me, I am stepping away let the system do what it needs to do to protect people that were doxxed. That is not me. And what Psychology Eats said in her video fucking hit me hard. And I appreciate the hell out of her for making that video. And it may not even be about this community. It might be about another community, but it hit me hard. And I appreciate larger creators that make freaking real videos to say real shit. I appreciate the hell out of that.
And me and you kind of discussed this a little bit, Lady K, is I think by you stepping away, you're going to elevate. And that's kind of what this is all about. A lot of times you go in, you drop the mic, and if you stay there and you just hold on to the mic, you stay there. You don't go anywhere.
Absolutely.
But rather than go in, you drop the mic and you walk away. My personal opinion, if by doing that, is that's elevation to me, because you're stating that this is my opinion. This is how it is. If you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. I'm moving on. I think you do absolutely great content. Even though I'm not in the chat all the time, I'm always listening. I have nothing but good things to say about you, Lady K. I'm glad you're on the road you're on, and I'm glad you've got the mindset you have. It's very refreshing for me, coming from where I come from, to have that around. So, from me to you, I appreciate that, and I thank you for having that type of mindset. It helps me, and I think that by you stepping away and just letting the things go the way they go, I think you're going to find a lot of success.
And it's like, I have one goal, Evil Ghost, and I don't know if you listen to the channel. It's only getting to 10,000 subscribers, so I can do a charity fundraiser through YouTube, not to me. You know how it works. I receive none of the money.
Right.
And pick something that our community does. That's my only goal. And then after that, I don't need one more subscriber. Okay. Okay. Because I want to say that I've done something good for something. It could be the missing children. It could be elderly abuse, whatever we decide. But I know that might sound like a simple goal, but I see so many people with larger platforms and they don't do that. I want to do it. Okay. I want to do it and give back to a chair. And I've said that all along. And my mods know that's been with me for a long. That's the only thing I want to do. That's it. Then I'll hang up my hat. I did it. Yay. We took a community of people, and this is what we were able to accomplish. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? And that might be simple, but it's what my goal is. And that's it. It's that simple.
That's a good goal to have, Lady K, honestly. Like, there's not very many other creators around here that has that type of goal. So, like I said, you get all the kudos from me, because I think you're doing the right thing. I really do.
I appreciate
Some
it.
creators.
I'm subject to fail. But I have people around me like, whoa, pull back, sit on it. And
some creators still have integrity.
Advice. Yeah, and I appreciate that.
I agree.
But Evil Ghost, and this isn't with this situation. It was about something else. He's like, sit on it for 24 hours. If you feel the same way, then do it. And I appreciate advice. But that's the great thing about being sociable and being able to listen to people's advice and having connection with other creators. Because before you jump, you need to hey, I'm pissed. Okay, just sit on it for 24 hours, because then sometimes you say things that you really don't mean. It's 100% out of anger. And once it's out there, it's out there.
I agree.
I have, Mama Bear. I've been talking about doing charity for a long time. I have, but I'm not there yet. I'm almost there. And it's okay. And that's all right. And I can't wait. But the way I want to do it is like someone has to eat 16 pies. It's going to be a challenge. You know what I'm saying? To get the money. It's not going to be like, here's the thing. It's going to be like, we all have to do something, a practical joke, or you have to stand on our head, or something. You know what I mean?
Well, I'll let you know that when that does happen and you need volunteers, I'll volunteer for you.
Okay, right. Maybe Peachy can throw a peach pie in your face. Yeah.
Well, she'd love that.
I think it would be fun. And I appreciate the subscribers that knew what I were doing, that was standing behind me with the little airplane video. I let you know, I'm like, listen, I'm good. My family's protected. The law enforcement's been contacted to do an extra drive-by, and I contacted Norma as quickly as I could after I found her. So that stuff was in place, but I told a certain select subs people what I was doing, just to see what the next move was going to be, and they fell right in the hands of it, and I knew what they were going to do. All right. Whenever you get out here and say that you have to protect your family because someone made a threat, and then they do what they played right into it, was great. But anyway,
Yeah.
but it's not funny what happened to Norma.
Right. I agree. I'm gonna jump down here off of
All
your
right,
Lady
honey.
K.
I appreciate you.
Again, I appreciate you. You know, you always more than welcome over on my panel. You just gotta yell at me for a link, girl. You know, I got you.
All
And
right.
Norma, I'm really glad I finally got to meet you. You have my email. Please, at any time, day, night, I do not care. I am a little bad about checking my email, but please email me if you need anything, you have any questions. If you decide you want to do a show and tell your story, hit me up, girl, because I'm more than willing to. You can have my platform. It's all yours. So I do appreciate you, Norma, and I want you to know that there are people that do care about what happened, and we're pretty upset about what happened as well, because it's wrong. It's not right what happened to you. So, you know, we're watching out for you, girl.
I thank you so much, Ghost. I appreciate your words, and I'll bounce those around in my head and see what we can do here in the near future.
You just let me know. I'm here for you, okay?
Very kind of you, Ghost. And I know that you don't get on, and I know you don't get on panels, but I appreciate you taking the time out today to jump on here. I appreciate you, Ghost, and I always appreciate, believe it or not, you keep me from getting in a lot of shit people just don't know.
Well, I got a good teacher. Peachy's right there behind me teaching me how to do that shit. So
yes. And I think my mods can drop your link, and also Peachy too, because Peachy she goes live in the day for us old housewives over here. Okay.
Yes, if you guys are tired of the drama, if you're tired of watching whatever you're watching, if you guys just want to go chill and watch some funny TikToks, some genuine shit, go over there and sub up to Peachy, because I think she's going to do one possibly Wednesday morning sometime. She usually tries to do them in the morning. I try and, throw her channel out over mine whenever I can, just because like her channel there's no drama. And if you do bring drama, you ask getting blocked. So just don't do it. But if you guys want some place to just chill and hang out and just cut up, that's a good place to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. I go over there and hang out in the bushes a lot. And because I don't like to go into some chats, because I feel like it kind of does thing. But anyway, I'm listening. So she does watch TikToks, and they're funny, and she does great. She makes great videos. Like, I don't know how she does it, but she makes freaking awesome shit. Okay.
She makes most of mine.
You save me a spot in them bushes there, lady.
Yeah, I bring snacks. I bring snacks. I'll bring the snacks. Norma, I got you, girl.
Absolutely. It's a date.
Thanks. Yeah. Thanks, Ghost. I know you know how to remove yourself, so you can jump down whenever you want, honey.
I'm out here, ladies. I appreciate you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Bye. Yep.
So there's Evil Ghosted. Evil Ghosted is actually what it is. It's Evil Ghosted, but I call him Evil Ghost or Evil, whichever one comes out of my mouth that day. And there's his link. And Peachy should be coming up. So you guys do yourself a favor if you just want to, chill out and hang out, go over there. I do.
Absolutely.
I'm giving everybody
sounds like a wonderful place.
You know what? I'm giving everybody my secret hideout spaces where I can just go and have a good time on YouTube. You know what I mean? So, but Norma, I want to I sincerely apologize to you for you and your family having to be on guard, having to notify your family that, hey, if you get any kind of text, phone calls, whatever, it's they're thinking I'm Lady K, and I want to apologize to you again. And I want to, tell your family that I am sincerely apologetic to them. and you know, keep track of everything, and you know what you have to do behind the scenes. We've talked and thorough about the with the anything, you know what I'm saying. So
absolutely, I absolutely.
all right, so
But I don't want you to feel bad for the actions of others. You didn't do this. She did. It's just sad that it happened on your behalf. It's not wasn't anything you did. You're just
yeah,
being you, and the other individual doesn't like you being you. And I think she certainly realized now that she's not gonna like me being me.
and you have a right to defend yourself. You have a right to share your story because your story has been brought to the front of a situation. So now you have all right. And sometimes things happen in mysterious ways. Not saying her actions were correct, not saying that your family could have potentially gotten harassed via phone, via email, via knock on the door, anything because of misidentification of me. But sometimes
Right.
stories need to be told, and maybe this is an opportunity and that you can take
But
advantage of and make it a bright thing, a good thing.
but with that being said, Lady K, I'm not one that's, not gonna let bygones be bygones. If she wants to take the video down and then make a video apologizing for such heinous behavior, irresponsible content creation in such a manner as that, I might be able to overlook some of it. But until that day happens, karma's a bitch, is all I can say for her actions. Doesn't mean I'm doing anything. I don't have to. Mother Nature will take care of what she needs to do. She's always worked pretty well on my side thus far.
Yeah, I mean,
Evil people get evil things coming their way, and that doesn't necessarily mean that someone has to actually physically direct them their way. Sometimes the universe has a way of doing things for you.
right,
And
right.
I didn't get to this part of my life by not believing in what your spiritual ability can take you to.
Right.
You have to
I
believe.
agree.
You have to believe. And I'm a strong believer. I believe she's going to cause her own demise by her own actions. It isn't going to take anyone to do anything to her. She's doing it to herself.
And actually, you know, I still kind of almost feel sad for Toddy because she fell for something that someone gave her. She did what she had done to you and your family, thinking it was me. She
Oh,
tripled down on it
absolutely.
basically. And I almost feel kind of sad for her because I'm like, wow. But she's an older lady. She says that she is intelligent, she's educated. And then her friend that is saying the same thing and making fun of that they doxed me. That shows what their IQ really is, and that their investigation skills are really that good, in my opinion. And it's sad to watch them burn their own channels down because it's hard work. It's hard to create people that enjoy your content and then to potentially burn it down by someone trolling you. It's a sad thing to watch. And that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
But I have a soft spot for people. You know, like you, I was so upset. I was like, if something would ever happen to you or your family in the name of me, I would have to live with that for the rest of my life. That's sad.
Oh, well, absolutely. And any human being with a conscience would feel that way, that someone else got hurt because they thought I was something that I was not. But you've seen enough of my lifestyle that I've showed you that nature is good to me.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Nature does look after you, and and I appreciate you sharing those things with me. And I, whenever I was kind of on edge with you at first, I apologize. But, I don't know who's who until I find out who's who. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And then
absolutely.
once everything
Absolutely.
was put together and other people reached out to us and said, here's the real story. There's a mole in camp over there. And I got the real
Yeah.
scoop. And I'm like, wow. But that's what you do. You step back from the situation, you handle things, you protect legally your family, and then you watch things roll out. And information is just handed to you, and then you go from there. That's why I don't make knee-jerk reactions. But being on YouTube
Right.
and being in the drama sector, that's taught me that along the way. So, it's a crazy thing being what we're actually called on YouTube are limited public figures. Once you put a public video up and you do commentary and you have a YouTube channel and it's monetized, you are now what they consider a limited public figure, meaning people can say that I eat pig's ass every night. Okay. That's
Correct.
their right and
Correct.
expect it. But when they bring an
Correct.
innocent family into it that has nothing to do with it, that's my moral boundary. That's where I have a problem with it. And to threaten family, that's really, really bad. So then on the other side of that, well, if that's not really Lady K, then who is really Lady K? And my family's still also put in harm's way. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Is it family
So
A or is it family B? In
right.
my eyes, it's both.
It's both. And so both of our families could potentially and still can be potentially harassed, bothered, because the video still remains the same and it has not been corrected.
Absolutely. That's why I want it to be removed and then her to state how bad she fucked up and correct that. Anyone with a decent amount of integrity that would be willing to show that they're not the absolute piece of shit that they're portraying themselves to be would do such a thing, wouldn't you think?
Right. Right. And it was also
To
said that
regain.
I collected donations during my airplane video. That is the farthest from
not one
the
time.
truth. Not one. And
Not
let me tell
one
you,
time.
if I want to fly on an airplane, I will today. I do not need donations from my community to support my travel. It's just that I did not add. No. And people know that you can shut all of that stuff off or turn it on.
Yeah.
People aren't real smart at this. But I want to let this be known right now. The video will be privated after I get done with this stream. So run over there and screenshot whatever you need to, because the video will be taken down today. All right. It will be taken down today. So hurry up, little people in the bushes, and run over there and clip what you think you need out of that video I made, because this is my channel. I will add and remove videos as I see fit. Okay. Just like Toddy can make her videos about someone that's an innocent person, I can make my videos tit for tat, zig or zag. It's not because of any other reason of taking it down. I trolled you and now I'm removing it. Plain and simple. So hurry up and go look if there was any Cash Apps or any. I don't even run a Cash App or a Venmo or PayPal. You don't see that shit on my channel. It's not on my description. I don't have that anywhere. And I have one channel. This is it. I don't need 3 or 4 to do boo fuckery. I don't. Exactly. She's been switch it, baby. And we did not get along at first. She's been here for 4 months and I've never asked my community for a dime. I've never came on here and said that I've lost employment and I'm going to need my community's help. Not that that's a bad thing. Do you, boo? But I never have. And I've had a platform for over 2 years and I just haven't done it. This was entertainment for me. Then it became a pain in the ass. Okay, once I reach 10,000 subscribers, do my little charity. I don't know if I'll continue. That was just the goal that I had in my personal life. That's it. The airport, right? The airport video will be taken down. Hurry up and go get anything you need from that, Bushwatchers, because it's going to be privated. It served its purpose. No money was collected during that video. None. Stupid. Yeah, me and you started on the wrong foot, but we spoke as grown women. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I dropped you a link. I said, you want to come up and talk? Let's talk. Okay. Absolutely. But I have zero desire at this point to have any kind of conversations with anyone that put Norma's information out. I personally do not have any desire to speak with them or anyone affiliated with them. None. Because it's being handled in another direction. Well, Norma, do you have anything else you'd like to say?
I think we've got it all pretty well covered at this point, Lady K.
All right, dear. I know I keep repeating myself, but I'm going to say it again. I'm sorry that you're drug into this, and hopefully you can meet some good friends along the way that can make, maybe if you're having a bad day, we can maybe brighten it up a little bit, honey. Okay.
Honey, I've already made a few good friends. This has brought new people into my life.
Well, good. I'm so glad to hear that, because, and once you're a friend over here, you're a friend, you're a friend. You're the friend in our phone. That's what we call it anyways. You're a friend in our phone. You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely.
You know, you're always more than welcome to be in the chat. And if you ever have something to say, let me know. I'll drop you a link, girl. You are now our friend. Okay. And we have your back. The chat has your back. And take care of yourself. Tell your family that we got them. If something happens, you know what to do. If somebody that's affiliated with said people and they harass or message your family, make sure that you turn that over to your law enforcement. Okay.
Oh, absolutely. They've got their eyes open and they're looking in all directions and counting all the crossing the T's and dotting the I's in this situation.
Oh, absolutely. Good. I think that someone else wants to come up, so I'm going to go ahead and remove you from the stage. And it's because it's probably not going to refer to this, but Norma, thank you, honey. You have a good Sunday. Eat some Sunday dinner, kick back, relax. And thank you for being patient with me and getting back to you. Sometimes I'm not always the quickest to get back with people, but I appreciate you so much.
And you as well. I appreciate you reaching out for me and just, you know, taking the hand to say, hey, you've been put somewhere that you shouldn't have been. And this, you know, I had already put 2 and 2 together, but I so appreciate the welcome party and the wagon circling around me for it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, take care, Norma. We'll talk with you. Hopefully you can come back in the chat.
Yes. Thank you so much. Have a great day, everyone.
All right, honey. Bye-bye. All right. So that was asked, was Norma. We don't know how Norma was picked. She made a comment underneath Susan Sesso's video, and they clicked the name of that made the comment, and it took them over there, and all of a sudden, bam, she's LadyK. Bam, she's LadyK, honey. I was like, wow, I felt like an ass. I'm like, I'm so freaking sorry that happened to you. You know what I mean? January says, I've been in the bushes. I'm sorry I didn't know what was going on behind the scenes. I'm so sorry this happened to Norma. I apologize, LadyK, mods, and yeah, Sunday night steak night. Thank you. Yeah, today's Sunday. So I appreciate you, Miss January, for your $20 super sticker. And the people that knew what was going on behind the scenes, they knew. And the ones that didn't, it was no disrespect to my subscribers, but I let certain people know what was happening. And then I had to do what I had to do to protect her and to protect my own family.
Hey, lady.
What are you doing, lady? What do you want?
I had to come up here. First, I want to say Miss Norma is amazing. I love
Right?
that lady. Yeah. Now, with this whole Toddy thing, I just want to tell you, she refuses, absolutely refuses to interact with me. I have commented, I have posted, I have said stuff, especially after I defended you. She will not interact with me. I'm begging her to come for me. Begging.
Well, I wouldn't hold your breath, but maybe, but you know, well, let me tell you something. She may, I don't know. I don't, I don't pay attention. I'm not paying attention. I made sure that I said, if their videos show up in my feed on YouTube, I put it underneath, do not recommend for me. I don't, they could make video, they could put me a pig, they could put me a set of, they could make me a filthy, vile human, and I don't care. I said, now if they had a larger subscriber count, hell yeah, say my name,
No,
say my name.
It's straight up jealousy, girl. That's all it is. It's just jealousy. She's a washed up hag that has no content, that no one wants to watch. Everybody comes here, we watch you, we laugh our asses off, we get information, you do your news stories. Girl, keep being you. That's all I
Yeah,
gotta
and I
say.
hope maybe Toddy can turn it around. But from the
She
Gypsy
won't.
Rose community to this community, it seems to me, in my opinion, from public information, that maybe she does. I don't know. Okay, but we're gonna figure it out.
She won't turn it around. She's a negative person. She does nothing but throw out negative shit. So negative shit is going to come back on her. She has done nothing from the day I started watching you guys. She has done nothing but put out lies, put out crap, put out vile shit. She's not going to change.
And I still want to say this, just because Toddy did this to the Norma, I'm going to kindly and respectfully ask anyone in this chat, please do not go and harass anyone that I've mentioned here today. Don't feel like you need to get retaliation. Don't do any of that. That's not necessary. If you're a creator and that she's mentioned your name, that's your business.
It's truly messed up how she just blatantly attacked Norma. There's no cause for it. Even if you really were Norma, even if that was the case, if you were Norma, she still had no right to do what she did.
I don't see the connection there, but somewhere they try. It was weird as shit. But I think that there were, but I'm going to be honest with you. I can tell you she was trolled and she fell for it.
But
that's all I'm going to say.
She's been told a million things and always came out to be that they were lies, but she still stands by them like they're facts of God.
Well, I mean, that's the way she does her content. I'm not disrespecting her content. Keep doing you. But for the last 4, 5, 6 months, anything that I've said, they have been coming back. And well, I'm going to say, let me take that back. I'll say the last 3 to 4 months, anything that has been said on this platform, they try to debunk or say is a lie, and then I react to their public video. So that's where the beef came in.
Look at who she attacks, though. She attacks the ones with successful platforms. She attacks the ones who get donations. She attacks the ones that the people in the chat care about. That's who she goes after. It just shows she has no morals. Look at AD. Okay, AD's platform is his platform. If he wants to talk about how sick he is or what he's going through, that's his platform. It's none of her fucking business.
Yeah, I don't tell any grown men what to do that with their platform. Like I called Watson out because that was a child. I don't get into grown people creator bullshit. That's they're grown, do it. Do what you got to do. But when it comes to a child.
When you and I first met, the first thing you had said to me is, well, I looked at your YouTube and you've got family stuff on there. Maybe you should take it off. No.
Yes.
I am who I am. And if she wants to come from me, go right ahead, girl.
I'm always trying to look out because I know how vicious people can be. I always try to look out because I know that the wraths are coming, and I don't want your kids to be in it.
The sweetest person in the world, but I can also make your life hell, and she knows that, and that's why she doesn't come for me. And I'm sorry that she's doing it to you, but believe me, there's way more people supporting you than anybody that would support her.
Well, I just hope the best for Toddy. I hope the best for the Deep Dive Soul Lady. I hope that they do the content that they just have their heart's desire. But I'm sure that they didn't come on and create their channel to do Lady K content. I'm sure that's not why they started a YouTube channel. But now I am their content, which would be kind of embarrassing if they really don't like somebody. Don't bring attention to that somebody. You know what I mean?
Well, see, and it's just that she's bringing all this attention, and all it is good for you, and it just shows the real person that she is.
Well, I hope that she does great content. I hope she soars higher than I ever will. I hope the best for both of them. I honestly do. I honestly do.
Well,
really. What? Oh, Anne Marie, I'll have to. Maybe she can take the link again. Hey, Hillbilly, what's up, Chickie?
Nothing. I was just gonna step up and let you know. The reason I put that clip out the other day, I hadn't talked to you, but I was smart enough to know because I watched the 45
Camera's
minute.
on, honey. Your camera's on, Anne Marie. Let me remove you to. Okay, there you go. Okay, go ahead, Hillbilly. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I fell off. Hi, Hillbilly.
Hello. But anyway, I was watching the live, where you was driving and you had cammed up.
Yeah.
So when I went over there, because she had put that picture up, I kept saying that's not Lady K. That's not Lady K. And we all knew that because we also knew that because of the Halloween.
Right. Yeah, I did a Halloween stream.
And I said, Toddy took the bait because I knew what you was doing. I knew you was protecting your mom, and I knew why that video was put out there. And I hadn't even talked to you.
Well, because I said in the beginning, anyone that knows me, I always check the receipts. And I said, well, I got word. Rumor has it.
But yes, that's exactly why I had to make that video, because I was trying to show people that, okay, let Toddy have her little minute there. But it just ended up backfiring on her because every one of us knew, a lot of us knew what was going on. And we knew that you had to get your mom to safety without Toddy, watching every move you made. And that's exactly what she was doing.
Right. And I have, like I said, I have 5 brothers in that location. My mom was absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, notified, removed until cameras were installed into her house. So now I'm a pain in her ass because all I have to do is say, Mom, what are you doing? And she doesn't like it.
Well, at least she's safe, because I think it's plummet vile for her to say your family, and everybody said, wait a minute, she didn't say her mom. I said, are you kidding me? Who's involved in Lady K's family that she's talked about? Her mom, her brothers, her son.
Yeah. And that's the thing with this Nancy, and they're like, and include Nancy Guthrie. Well, here's the problem with that. Whenever you have viewers that are watching your videos, you don't know their mindset or where they think they're located or this or that. I don't want anything to happen to my mom. Okay. My mom is a widowed woman that is still currently fighting cancer. She doesn't have the energy to protect herself. Hell, she has the energy doesn't even have the energy to hardly get up and piss some days, because it's bad. It's hard on you. Okay. And that's just disgusting. It was disgusting to me. That's why if they don't think my brothers won't protect my mom and handle it in the court of law, if it's possible.
But why even mention, but why even mention your family? That right there is just vile.
And if they don't see that's a threat, it absolutely was a threat. And I know Reddy's in the chat. Reddy, I know you are, but you did ask me. You said, show me that threat.
Oh, I'll show it to you. You want me to show it to you?
The threat's there. There's no and ifs or but about it. There's a threat. And it's disrespectful.
Hang on just a second. Hang on just a second. Just hang on just a second. Just hang on just a second.
She said she's going to make your family feel what you made her feel.
Yeah.
That's an outright threat.
If somebody would have told my dad, my dad died of cancer, for her to sit there and say, yeah, people can work that's got cancer. A lot of people does. That's what Toddy said. Well, I got news for her. My dad could walk December before last. And then 2 months later, he was in the bed and couldn't even walk because of his cancer.
So I'm going to make sure. Ready? Are you still in here? I want to wait for the reply because I know. Let me tell you, I know what I know. And so, okay. So are you ready, Hillbilly? Or not
I'm
Hillbilly?
definitely ready.
I read Hillbilly and Ridiculous's thing. Are you ready? Ready? Tell me you're here. Let me say yes. I'm here.
I just want her to see that receipt. Didn't think
I'm
I
going to
lied
show
to
it
her
to you right
because
here. It's up on the screen. I'm waiting for her to response.
I didn't lie.
No. So let's see. I'm waiting for. Okay. Yes, I'm here. Okay. Here's the receipt. Now I kept playing it because she wanted to keep playing that one. That was. I'm sorry, you guys
Yeah.
have to admit that was a fucking good troll move with me with the air. I picked the very first AMSR video I can find. I played that
Well,
shit.
I didn't even know it. And then I started putting two together and I said, oh my God, Tottie's going to take the bait. And then she absolutely did.
Yeah.
And I said,
So
that's
here's
on
what
her.
it says. Okay, ready? You ready? Here we go.
You're found, Lady K. How's that feel? I want you to feel it for 3 months. I think I want your family to feel what you've done to people for 3 months. Maybe your whole family should know what you've done.
Is that not a? Let me see what Ready says. Is that not a threat?
When she says you're found,
yes,
when she says you're found,
yes, girl. She goes, I even heard Lady K light up her cigarette. She's and then she started, yes, girl.
when somebody says you're found, that's a threat to me. When somebody says we found you. Well, first of all, who's we, Toddy? Who's working with you? That's we. You mentioned it all in your video, we. So explain where the we is at.
But I still don't get what she's saying that Lady K did to her for 3 months.
She acts like I was harassing her. I have a direct phone number to Toddy from my phone. I have never contacted her ever. My last contact with Toddy One Skip, and she can verify this, is I can tell you right now because it's all been turned over. My last contact with her. Okay. It's all been turned over to the proper people. But I can tell you right now.
I think it's just simple. Just go to that video, all of us, that video that she made saying that, and just report it. It's
my last
simple.
contact was November. Now she's told me I've harassed her for 3 months. My last message to her that we were speaking to was November the 14th, 2025.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you also
I think
extended
it's
an olive
followers that
branch.
are threatening her just like they do me. Wait, I need you to answer the question. Ready? Was what I just played for you. Don't bounce around the question. Ready? Answer the question. Was what she just said, if it was said about your family, would you take that as a threat? Answer the question.
Who is
That's
Ready
what I done.
anyway? I've never seen
sat down and I said, if she's talking about family, how would I feel if they were saying about my family, my little girl, you know, or God forbid if my dad hadn't died and he was living, you know, her threatening my family. That is my family. What is family to some people is what I don't understand. Maybe
Like my
Toddy don't
family's
have
the first
none.
person. I mean, my mother is my first line of family. She's the one that birthed me. She's still alive. And unfortunately for Norma, her mom died in 1990, I believe 96 or 98. But it was in the 90s.
Yeah. I don't know. Toddy's just grasping at straws. She's not relevant. I'm sorry.
I
Just
control
like
only me. I only have control over what myself does. I don't control anyone else. So good God, Gertie said, and that's Norma. That's she said 1996. My mother is still living. God bless it.
I followed both you and Toddy since about June or July last year. And I have never seen you dog Toddy in the way that Toddy dogs you. And also never seen you beg for money. She just is jealous that people send you money and no one sends her anything.
But if you guys pay attention, honestly, today, since I've been doing a 2 hour and 13-minute show, I have gotten, and no one send me anything. I'm not asking for that. Okay. No, I'm not saying, oh God, poor me.
Right.
That's not my point here, people. My point is I've been on live for 2 hours and 13 minutes and I've gotten one $20 super sticker. YouTube puts super stickers and memberships out for us to receive them. They make 30%. They encourage you to ask people to, hey, don't forget you can super chat me. You can do your membership. They send you emails telling you that.
And I've never seen you do that.
Okay, I don't do it. I set up a goal the first part of the month. We reach the bills that cost to run the show, and you won't see it again. That's my preference. Not that other creators have to follow my preference. I'm not saying it. It's there for a reason. I choose
but
not to.
wasn't that any of her business? If people do send you or Evil Ghost or AD, what is that any of her business?
Well, she still put it in this same video. She says, keeps on saying December 6th. Now, come on. We've been on.
So everybody that sees Reddy in other chats, I don't mean to interrupt you, but here's what she says. Yes, she said, feel it. Yes, that's a threat. I would absolutely take that as a threat. I didn't catch that before. Sorry, Hillbilly, I didn't think you were a liar. I just didn't catch that part. So everybody, when she decides to go be friends, she can go over to Tottie's. That's fine. I don't give a damn where my subscribers or Tottie's subscribers go. I don't care. YouTube is a free app to go wherever your heart's desire. Just because she's over there does not make it she can't come over here, even though we don't like each other. Okay. She can, do not tell me what she's saying. Do not tell me what her content is. And because you will be removed from my chat. And it's happened to Reddy before. My mods are on it. If they think, nah, she don't want to hear that shit after today and someone comes in here and does it, they will be blocked. I will find my tribe. I will find people that wants to enjoy the content that I'm putting out. Want to find Nancy, have a 10-hour stream finding Nancy. 50,000 views. We can't find Nancy. I got 50,000 views off that video. Better than any fucking Whitaker content that I did. That tells you something. My real bulk of my subscribers hate what I was covering before. They left. They've came back now.
Where is Nancy, lady? Okay. Where is that lady?
We can't find Nancy. We're looking for Nancy.
Where is she?
Like, damn it, Nancy. We need to find Nancy. Okay.
If Nancy's in the chat, you need to go home.
And Reddy, I just want Reddy to understand. She apologized to me in chat, and I just wanted to give that respect back. Where she commented, "Where's the threat?" I just wanted her to see that. That receipt I put out was very real. And when Toddy goes in and says, "We found you," to me, that's a threat. We found you? What are you doing looking for?
Okay, the video she put out the day before was, I'm in Bradenton, Florida. Everybody knows I live in Florida. I say I live in Florida. I spent half the year here, half the year in Illinois. I'm in Florida. Okay, and she's like, well, and if you know, you know. I don't know what you know, Toddy. I don't give a fuck what you know. And then she's like, we found you. Would anyone sitting on the other side of this think that they're trying to find me physically? If they're saying they're in, what's your business in Florida, blah, blah, blah. I'm not intimidated. I don't care. And the reason why I don't say my name, and let me tell you this, the reason why I don't say who I am is because YouTube asks you to protect your privacy.
Right.
Do you guys not see what it says in the chat? It's the number one thing it says.
Yeah.
Protect your privacy. I have a right to protect my privacy.
Right.
And they want you to do that. They want you to do that for a reason, such as what Toddy's doing. When she said she went to Bradenton, Florida, to me, that's telling me she's stalking the hell out of LadyK. So no wonder. I mean, I understand LadyK put that video out there to throw Toddy off, because Toddy was watching every move she made. I mean, it come out of Toddy's own mouth. Them two lies that she done back to back tells it.
I'm not making this shit up. You
can't make this shit up, Black Lady. You can't.
I won't be intimidated. I won't be intimidated because any videos that I put out about them is my opinion based on their public information. I don't threaten anyone. I wouldn't dare threaten anyone because first of all, I'm not going to nobody's house. I ain't wasting the gas money. Okay. No, I have better things to fucking do. All right. I'm a cigarette smoker and I drink tons of coffee. Are you fucking kidding me? I need every dollar I get and I'm not putting it in the gas tank to go find you. Hell to the no.
It's a month. I'm not smoking.
Are you kidding me? Well,
I
good
quit
for
smoking.
you. Did you do it
After
cold
40
turkey?
years, it was hard. It was freaking hard.
Oh my God.
Today's a month. I'm not smoking.
Well, congratulations to you.
Oh,
Shit. Good for you.
It's getting easier. It really is. It's gotten easier after yesterday was exactly a month. You need to do it, girl. It's a
I
horrible
know.
habit.
It
I
is.
want to. I want to jump down, Lady K.
Okay.
And let you all talk. I just wanted to come up to, to mainly not be rude to Red. I just wanted her to see the angle I was coming from.
Yeah, and I appreciate you coming up here, Hillbilly. And I also, you make, and people are like, oh, Lady K's gonna get mad you made that video. Let me tell you, I don't get mad. Oh, I don't get mad at people that make videos about my content. Okay, that you have a right to do that, Hillbilly. Even if they were good or bad, sweetheart.
Okay? I don't put nothing. I don't want to put nothing bad out. You know what I'm saying? I put out what I see with the receipt covering that.
Because I know the way it works over here. I want people to have a successful channels and put out content. We all have a right to have a YouTube channel. If that is your right to do, and I want everyone to have success. And I'll say it again. I hope that Deep Dive Curious Soul, whatever her name is, and Toddy One Skip, every story has to tell. Everyone's got a story to tell. Has a very successful YouTube experience.
Boring.
Okay.
Well,
I've said that for the last
channel.
45 days. For 45 days, I've been saying that.
Yep.
And I mean, truthfully, lady, I can't even count how many times you've extended an olive branch to her. And I keep questioning you, why are you doing that? But you have always done it, and you're a better person than I am.
Lady K has that right to extend the olive branch.
Can I tell you why? Can I tell you why? Because YouTube is not my everyday life. I function in the real world every day.
Right.
Okay. And I have real people that I connect with every day. I don't live, eat, and breathe YouTube content. So I can decipher the two. You know what I'm saying? This is a make-believe land to me.
Right.
Until someone mentions my real family's name. They mention my family. They think that they've doxed me. Okay. They mentioned another fucking innocent woman's name. And that's not
right.
And I stepped back and I did it the right way. So if repercussions are there and can be obtained legally, then that's what will happen.
Yeah, that was illegal.
What they did. Miss Norma didn't deserve any of that. Miss Norma is sitting there as a viewer, and she's enjoying content on other people's platforms. She made a comment on Toddy's platform, no different than the rest of us. And for Toddy to come after her, that's just shady.
It is.
And then put it out as Lady K. That's even worse. She put that on Lady K.
Yeah, it was horrible for that to even happen to her. I was like, what the hell? I was seriously like, what in the hell? Poorly. And my first thing was, let me tell you, my first,
your integrity, Lady K, that you brought Norma up here to, tell her side and for everybody to get behind Norma. It just shows the integrity of the woman that you are.
Well, my first thing was to reach out to that woman because I don't read the chat. I didn't read Toddy's chat. Okay. Right. And I was like, oh my God, does she even know this is happening to her? I've got to find it. And I spend a lot of time trying to find, because I don't have a Facebook like that. I don't do Facebook. Okay. Right. And I was like, I got to find this. Like, where was it? I had to do some research to find who Norma was. Okay.
And everybody knows the main reason I started my channel was because I enjoyed listening to the Whitaker content. But you got to realize, I've said it over and over again, I am a child SA survivor. And when I seen Kathy put some stuff out that no matter what Eric or Patrick has done, she was putting, some pretty rough stuff out there. And I just got offended by it. And I said, if I can keep the misinformation down and I can point that out, then I'm doing something good. And that's the reason I started my channel.
Yeah, and everyone has a right to start a channel whenever their God-given time is right for them. Okay, listen, there are so many opportunities that have come my way. in real life and in other avenues on YouTube. I'm super excited. They cannot stop me from what I'm doing. Let me put you on hold for just 1 second, okay? Hillbilly, talk to the people.
Okay. But I just want everybody to know, though, that when I put those receipts out, it's not anything bad towards Lady K, nothing bad towards AD, because we heard Toddy also in that same video, she keeps on saying December the 6th. Well, we went on 3 different platforms, and all 3 curators have seen what was going on. So he put that out. AD went on another panel just to put the receipt out. And she has seen the receipt for the last 45 days. And for her to keep on going on about it, I set that receipt right down yesterday just to, to inform the people that are new what she's doing.
Yeah, and that's sickening because no one knew what was wrong with AD. They had tested him for different things. And whenever you have a family member that's like your mother or father that's been diagnosed with a terminal illness and you've watched them pass away, I feel the same way because my father died of lung cancer. So just hypothetically speaking, if I would get a lung scan and they found some nodules on my lungs, I'd be like, oh God, guys, I hope it's not cancer. It could be cancer. My dad died of it. My mom's got it. I understand where his mind went because whenever you watch someone die and take care of them from dying from cancer, and there's a possibility, especially women with the breast cancer thing, that's the first thing you think of when you go to get. Okay, so this whole bull. Let's cut through the fucking chase here. Anybody that there's a potential, it scares the living daylights out of you because we think that cancer means death sentence, don't we? And that's not always the case. That look at Norma. She's a fucking hero. She's a survivor of it, right?
Yes, and that's what's bad that Toddy done that to her. That makes it even worse.
So that was my problem with it all.
Is she, who in the hell she's starting to target now?
Girl, then I could not jump on the train with Toddy and the deep dive lady because they were talking about a man's pee-pee. And if I watched AD's stuff, he had told us in previous videos that he was having trouble urinating.
Yes.
Okay. He told us
that. And they made that a joke. They made that to a big joke.
And the video that was put out about him having an STD and having sex without a condom, that I don't know if you guys watched that live, that see, a lot of stuff has been downloaded onto a zip drive for other reasons. And whenever that video was looked at, they're like, what the fuck? This lady actually went up on her public platform as an older woman that holds church on Sunday and said that if that man does this without a condom and a UTI and an STD, I'm like, oh, well, I didn't watch that one, but okay. I don't know if y'all watched that one or not.
Yes, I did.
Oh, it shooketh me. I was like, what the hell?
And then he shows proof, and Toddy has seen that proof for 45 days now. She's seen that proof, and she's still sitting there putting that lie out saying December the 6th. Toddy, open your damn eyes, woman.
I don't know the name of it, but a lot of stuff's been downloaded, and that's where I've spent my time on a zip drive because I didn't want anyone to know what I was doing because I just didn't. But Hummingbird, I don't remember the name of it, but oh my God. I was like, how could you inform your lips to say that shit? But he was the one harassing her for all these months. Come on, man. Come on.
Her and Kathy both, just like Kathy threw them first shots. Now, I've got the video up. She threw them first shots, and AD couldn't have threw them first shots because he was having a panel. And this come from Kathy when she said, oh, he didn't attack Patrick. He didn't do his job. Well, you know what? His job wasn't to bring Patrick up there and attack him. That's the whole point. And then she said, oh, he did.
It's funny that they think that they can control our panel guests and what we put out here. No, you can't.
Yes.
No, you can't.
I got so aggravated with her over that. I really did because, like I told her, I said, okay, now you're trying to tarnish AD. Now you're targeting him because you've been shown the proof. You still ain't dropped it. You still ain't corrected it. And that's what pisses me off. She don't correct her bullshit. And she says, oh, my channel's been on the truth. Well, if your channel's been on the truth, Toddy, go back and correct them lies.
Let me acknowledge DMJ. Thank you so much for your $49.99 sticker. Super sticker says, I believe in you, Lady K. Thank steak supper on me. So I got to give you a gift. Hang on, here we go.
Bok, bitch. Chickens are bitches. They're bitches, dude. Bok, bitch. Oh. Bok, bitch. These are bitches, dude. Chickens are bitches. Bok, bitch. Bok.
That's my favorite. That is my favorite.
I muted myself. Yeah, I love that movie. I don't know if you guys ever watched that movie before.
I love it.
Yeah, have you seen it? Isn't it great? I
Yes.
love that movie. And I
And
was
then when you made
watching
that-
it, and I was
When
like,
you
oh, I
made
need
that,
to
it was
clip
hilarious. It was hilarious. I love it. I think that's the best one right there. I do. I love it.
I was
But
like,
I
I
wanna jump-
totally got to do that.
I'm going to jump down, but tell DMJ Lady to, thank you for supporting Lady K. Thank you for
Yeah.
the super chat.
Absolutely. I don't get a lot of them, but when I do, honey, it feels good. Thank you, you two, for giving people that opportunity to support their people that they like. All right, Hillbilly, you know how to jump down, honey. I appreciate you. And I
Thank you,
appreciate
Lady
your
K.
clips. And let me tell you, I'm just going to tell you something on the side. Your clips have been very helpful to people that aren't on the platform to find out the information that they need. I'm just going to let you know that. So I appreciate
But I
you.
try to go straight to the point instead of beating it around because I cannot stand where Toddy talks so slow and does all that. So I wait and I clip it all together
So I'm
and I
going to
clip
say
the
this so
truth.
it's public. I'm going to say this so it's public. So I wonder how long it's going to be until Hillbilly is going to be trying to be found out because she's putting out the truth, right? I wonder how
Yes.
long, you know what I'm saying? Protect yourself, let your family know that, what the potentials are when you're a limited public figure, then you got to protect yourself at all costs, honey.
Well, to get to me, they had to step on the sheriff's property because I live right behind him.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, and our family takes care of the farm up there that he has. So they're very, they know what I do.
Oh, good.
And they can come at me all they want. They just don't need to come for my daughter. That's it. Don't come for my daughter.
There you go. Just be careful out there, Hillbilly. Keep
I
doing
am.
you, and I hope that you have a very successful channel, and YouTube brings you everything that you have a desire for it to bring to you. Okay.
Thank you, Lady K.
You're
Bye,
welcome,
everyone.
darling. Bye.
Bye.
All right, so Hillbilly. So wow, yeah, that's where I've been the last couple of days, taking care of business, and Hillbilly stuff did actually help a lot, to be honest with you. And then we could go find what we needed to. So if no one thinks that my family wouldn't take those, and Norma's family wouldn't take those threats seriously, that it's on a public platform, that and if something would ever happen to any of them, I wonder whose hands would be dirty. I don't know. Hopefully no one gets hurt. Hopefully the charades will stop. Hopefully people will grow up and start doing real content on the things that interest them. I know we're going to be over here looking for Nancy. I know we're going to be over here doing some true crime. I know that my opportunities on YouTube have soared beyond my measure. And I am very, very excited about it. And I hope that you guys stay along for the ride. And I am very grateful for the people that have supported me through this Whitaker content, because as we know, baby, as we know, it has been a hell of a ride. And I will schedule out, once I get all the content creators from Facebook to YouTube, to sit down, and we're going to have an open panel with creators to talk everything Whitaker. What, not about the Whitakers directly, about what we've experienced through the Whitaker content, okay? The behind the scenes type of stuff, guys. And I hope that you guys join us for that. Look for that. Make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you like. Make sure you set your notifications, and make sure you still go visit Toddy. Make sure you still go visit Curious Deep Side Soul. Make sure you like their videos, subscribe to their channel, share their videos, be a support to them. Tell them that they're doing a good job when they're doing a good job. Don't show anybody hate that I have talked about today. Do not dox anybody. Show nothing but love out here, honey, because life is too short and we only have one to live, honey. And until next time, my friends, make sure that you wash your hands after you pee. I know your mama taught you better. Peace.